Here with reaction, former FBI agent Nicole Parker and Fox News contributor Tammy Bruce. Nicole, let me start based on your background in the FBI. A 1023, I don't know if that's something that we would want as a conservative for public dissemination. However, we're talking about congressional oversight here. This is being requested by the head of a committee and a leading senator, Charles Grassley. So the question is, if a whistleblower is making that severe and that specific an allegation, they believe that the whistleblower is credible. Why won't they at least let them see or understand or investigate what it is that the whistleblower is saying?
Right. So let me start by explaining. An FD 1023 is for open source. This is out there. This is not a secret, but it is a source reporting document. In the FBI, we run things called confidential human sources, or CHSs. So the FD 1023 is where you document what a source tells you. It goes into a system, and it is safe from anything. They do not reveal source information. When I left the FBI, when you're at the FBI, there are 3 things that they tell you. You never reveal classified information, source reporting information, and sensitive investigative techniques. So it doesn't shock me that they are not willing to turn over the 1023. They're saying that it's in the name of national security. But this is from Congress. This is a subpoena. In my personal opinion, I don't believe that they'll ever turn over this FD 1023, but time will tell. For a whistleblower to come forward, we know that it takes a lot of courage to be a whistleblower. When I took an oath as an FBI agent, I took an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America. I did not take an oath to uphold an administration and to, follow their lead or follow the guidance of DOJ. I uphold the Constitution of the United States of America. For this whistleblower to come forward, they felt strongly enough about this FD 1023 that they were aware of that they felt that it was necessary to report this information. And I commend the whistleblower for doing this.
I do too. And all right, Tammy, so if it's an unproven allegation, sure, and it is chronicled, we are talking about senior officials in the House and Senate. Why not provide them an opportunity to see it in a private skiff and not make it public but at least give them a roadmap for their investigation?
Well, because, and this is what bothers the American people, as it should, is that federal law enforcement, certainly since revealed via Donald Trump and what they did to him, it has become completely politicized. That's what it appears to be. And if our federal law enforcement is using its position, using its power for political ends, this is not just a danger to democracy. This is the thing that indicates that democracy is broken. And it also is a reminder to the American people, because we have law and order issues here. Americans very often at the local and state levels complain about the need for justice reform. So when you get a signal from federal law enforcement that the rules don't matter, that you're not going to comply with a subpoena, the reality is that, the FBI is not an island unto itself. It's not a sovereign nation. It doesn't get to say no to the oversight body itself in the Senate or in the House when it comes to, this is why they exist, why there is oversight, so that we can make sure that laws are not being broken, that partisanship is not driving prosecutions or persecutions. It was a 6-page letter, Sean, that they sent to say no. And then there was some patronizing in it. It was, there's a reason why we call it confidential human sources, and we're going to keep it confidential. And these are our elected officials, the people who work for us, to deal with the FBI and anybody else who is in the bureaucracy, who is hired or who is appointed, so that we know things are on the up and up. And they are blatantly saying, we have no time for you, as much as they were blatantly setting up Donald Trump as an example, lying to the FISA court, getting involved in the fake Russia dossier. So we have a legitimacy issue with the government as a whole, no matter what party you belong to, that this is the kind of behavior now that doesn't just start overnight, that it is infested within a system. And this is why oversight exists, to deal with this specifically. And their refusal reinforces the need to get this information.
And Nicole, so if they believe this source and the whistleblower, the question is, why won't the FBI at least meet with them privately, look at the allegation, and maybe answer the question whether or not they did follow-up and did the investigation into what is alleged here?
You know, Sean, that's a great question. If I was the FBI director, things would probably be very different, but I'm not, so I can't really give you a fair answer. But what I can tell you,
I think you'd be better than the one we have, but go ahead.
Well, I don't know, but what I can tell you is that the whistleblower is coming forward for a reason, right? And I don't know this FD 1023, I've never seen it. But think about it, if the whistleblower is coming forward, the FBI is saying we can't confirm or deny that there's an investigation. If the FD23, if there's an investigation going on,
maybe that's the whole point.
Probably
maybe they're protecting Biden. Isn't that the whole point, that they may be protecting Joe Biden?
Right. I mean, we'll see what happens, but the whistleblower has a reason that they're coming forward. Let's just say that.
Right.
All right, Nicole, thank you. Tammy, great job as always. Thank you.